State your name.
Melanie Dewey.
What do you do?
I am the lead singer and frontwoman of MELD.
Favorite pizza toppings?
Ho ho! You're gonna hate me for this one, but pineapple.
This interview's over.
I like pineapple, but probably more so veggies. Like just veggie pizza. Like broccoli and stuff.
Let's get started. Hey guys, Mike will Become the Night here with our first Music Snob Sit Down. This is going to be kind of a reimagining of the Snobcast. We'll see how this works out. Today I am here with Melanie Dewey. She, as she said, is the front lady for MELD. So, alright. Off the bat, MELD. M-E-L-D. No crazy secrets here as to what that's supposed to be, but why?
So, MELD, Melanie Dewey. Actually, my middle name is also Elizabeth. So Melanie Elizabeth Dewey kind of works out.
It's beautiful.
But the reason I chose it ultimately is because I wanted my music to represent fusion of different genres, ideas, coming together with different people with different ideas, and overall just collaboration and
all right.
oneness.
I'm like quarter chub right now. See if you can get me the rest of the way.
I mean, that was it.
Yeah, all right.
Sorry, I'm leaving you there.
We have an entire interview for you to get me from 6 to midnight.
All right.
We'll be getting there.
Sounds good.
All right. So what would you describe your style as?
I like to call it's like soul fusion. People have called it progressive soul before, which I think is cool.
And I wanted to have a chat with you about that.
Yeah.
Because I had listened to it was an EP, correct?
Yeah, that's the old stuff.
Oh, that's the old stuff. Okay, so we got new stuff.
Yeah.
We'll be talking about that in a second. All right, so as far as the old stuff, I actually enjoyed it.
Yeah.
It is not my style of music.
Right.
Like, don't get me wrong, I can get into those genres, but like, it is not my preference, and you did really well.
Thank you.
Like, honestly, good songwriting that, like, I would definitely say there are elements of modern pop in there, but there are those R&B and, like you say, soul elements. And I didn't want to run away screaming. I actually found myself getting into the groove. Like,
awesome.
Like the freaking what was that?
Love songs.
Yes, love songs. That was like, talk please so much. I literally not that long ago made a video talking about how people like Taylor Swift and Selena Gomez give so many terrible messages to today's young girls.
I was just talking to someone about this the other day. Like, it baffled me when Taylor Swift put out her most recent single. Or her first single off of the last record.
I'm talking about Look What You Made Me Do.
Yes.
You should watch my video on that sometime.
It's so bad. To me, it broke my heart because I'm like, you have the biggest platform in the world right now. And you could make a difference. You could actually say something. Like, you could actually say something that matters. And you decided to talk about a vendetta, you know?
She could totally talk about something that matters.
Yeah.
Not voting. Fuck off. What you could do, I don't know, when the music label comes to you and asks, is this okay? Maybe you could tell them to piss off and make some art. Like, for fuck's sake.
Yeah.
Sorry, we're getting too far off topic here. But
well, it's an important thing. It's very important.
Oh, I definitely agree. I think, was I talking to you or was else? I think she's more invested in being an icon than she is in being a musician or a songwriter.
Yeah, I don't think that was me, but that makes sense. Yeah, I would agree with that.
Fair enough. All right. So we had talked about doing a collaboration before.
Yes, we have.
And I don't know, I'm afraid to give too much detail because I don't want to like spoil anything.
Right, no.
But you had talked about doing a progressive soul thing. So,
yes.
You know what? Let's dive into it. What was the idea that you had as far as the sound?
Of what we're going to do? The sound. How can I define this?
I'm curious. I'm quite curious.
Well, when we're going progressive, if I listen to some of the stuff that you've done, there is that element of many different sections, kind of like a theatrical almost, like, element, which a lot of that is metal,
Listen to too much Dream Theater.
Yeah, I love Dream Theater.
Okay, I'm not sorry.
Dream Theater, Coheed and Cambria, like all those bands that, yeah.
And she's single, guys.
Exactly. So Coheed and Cambria, Dream Theater, I'm thinking something along those lines. Like, but meets.
Oh, what are we meeting? This is where it gets interesting.
Meets I guess the best way, like, do you know Snarky Puppy?
Fuck yeah.
Okay.
Absolutely.
Snarky Puppy vibes. If we could find like something in that progressive soul, like jazzy realm, meets.
Would you mind if I ask my buddy Joey Frivola to join us for this?
Totally. Yeah, I'm down. I love collaborating. That's what MELD's all about.
Okay, first of all, love that. But second of all, I think would be very interested to do it, and he would be very well suited to do it.
Yeah.
Dude's ridiculous.
I love that.
But yeah, rock and roll.
Rock and roll.
So we have a shared love of tea.
Yes.
And we're talking about hot tea, not that fucking bullshit iced tea that you guys talk about.
The Southern tea.
People who drink unsweetened tea should die. It's like, you've no idea what you're talking about. Zero. Sorry.
Exactly.
I'm way more offensive than you are. I'm very sorry.
No, it's good.
But yeah, what's your favorite kind of tea?
I would say probably, I don't know, I love the traditional medicinal brand. I don't know if you've heard of them, but like it's a lot of herbal like tinctures. Their Gypsy cold care is great for if you have like a cold or something, and then they have throat coat, which is amazing for singers.
I need both of those things right now, actually. I don't have like a full-on cold, but I've been having this thing drag on for like over 2 weeks now.
You need some Gypsy cold care.
Kill me, please.
Get it.
All right.
Actually, I think I have some in my purse. I'll give it to you later.
Do you get everything from High Garden?
That was the next thing I was gonna say.
Go ahead.
Love High Garden.
Yeah.
It's such a cool place.
It is super chill.
Yeah.
And the people are like super nice, very knowledgeable.
Yes, exactly.
So I remember the first time I saw your promo for the first release of MELD. I saw the picture that you had of yourself with like the buns and everything and like that costume. And I had commented, you look like a badass warrior out of Dynasty Warriors. And you were like, yes. So I'm assuming you're into some video games.
I mean, I kind of know a little bit about, I knew what you were talking about, but I'm not, personally don't have like a console, so don't hate.
Just trust me, there's no hate here. I'm not even I don't even know if I'm the majority or not as far as video game things goes. There is a crossover for my audience.
Oh, totally.
Well, we'll see.
Yeah.
So if you had to pick a video game that you love.
Ooh, well, see, I grew up with like PlayStation, so my favorite games growing up were probably like, you're gonna laugh at me. First of all, Nintendo. Loved Rayman and like all the Mario stuff back in the day, but I loved Sly Cooper. You remember that game?
I don't offhand.
Yeah, it's not
it sounds
quite like
familiar.
it was like, you know, a PlayStation game from back in the day that was just like kind of popular for a little bit. Well, it's not like the kind of stuff that's going on right now that is more badass.
Yeah, I don't know. I feel like video games are getting real far up their own asses now, personally. Just because everything is looking so perfect, it kind of takes out what I would consider the game aspect of it all.
Right. It feels like real life in a lot of ways, and you can get really invested in it. And that's kind of scary in some ways, but also really cool.
Oh, yeah. Totally.
You know?
Have you ever got a chance to mess with VR yet? Like the really, really good virtual reality headsets?
No, I want to though.
Dude, same. Actually, my friend from Pennsylvania is visiting right now.
Yeah.
And he was telling me that he got himself one of the HTCs, or I think it was HTC. He said he loves it.
That's amazing.
I really need one badly.
Yeah. You'll get one.
Kickstarter to get me virtual reality, because I need it really bad. That's my reason. Speaking of Kickstarter, so you have a new album that you're coming out with.
Yep.
So first thing I'm going to ask is, what's the difference between your EP and this album?
Okay, so the EP, as you described earlier, is more like poppy, more, it wouldn't say pop. I mean, it's still a blend between stuff, but it's definitely got more of the pop-leaning, electronic, you know,
all right.
elements.
You had a lot of like live band shit going on in your first one.
Well, yeah, but actually, ironically, it was only made by one person and me. So, well, there was like a few like guys that came in and did guitar and stuff, but it was like, you know, it was just the drummer. He did all the electronic production and the drums and voice and all that stuff, keys. So that was more, in my viewpoint, electronic. This next record, these are songs I've had for over two and a half years that I've been playing everywhere, and they're like much more progressive, much more like new jazz, like, you know,
oh yeah,
yeah, like progressive soul, whatever you want to call it, and basically they're more full band too, because we've been getting together and like practicing and, you know, creating the songs and letting them come to life, and then going into the studio recording and then adding synths and stuff like that at the end. You know, so the approach is completely different. It's more collaborative. It just is. You know, there's more people involved.
Rock and roll.
Yeah.
Rock and roll. I dig it. I dig it. So you actually have a Kickstarter up right now to help fund your album.
Yep.
And there will be links to that down below. And we talk about how much we love music and how much we want to fight for the little guy and good artists who need more attention and more funding. This is a perfect example of where you can and should help if you really want to contribute to the cause. Pretty fucking please help out my girl MELD over here.
Thank you.
If you like it, please contribute. I will be contributing myself.
Oh.
So anyway, any last words before we kill you?
Before I die and go down in infamy.
Yeah, right.
Before I become the night. No, I'm just kidding. Like the night, but like the night.
I know what you meant.
N-I-G-H-T.
Oh.
I like puns, guys.
I need to change my channel name now. I feel dirty.
No. My mission, I guess I could talk a little bit about that.
Go for it.
So my mission, I would say, as an artist is, yes, to promote collaboration, and because I guess I sat down and kind of had this epiphany when I was trying to write out my mission statement, as we all do as artists, and I just realized that like the more we can create music that's fusion, diverse, eclectic, has a lot of different kind of energies and things going on, the more accessible it is to all sorts of different people, and it makes lots of different people feel accepted and excited to be a part of the experience. You know, it can bring people together, and then I think it allows us ultimately to politically see eye to eye more, is my hope, ultimately. Or not even see eye to eye, but just accept one another's differences in opinion. You know what I mean? And that's kind of a segue and a little sneak peek of what our song might be about.
Very possibly. Very possibly. But either way, yeah, I have so many thoughts on what you just said, but I cannot talk about all of them right now, mostly because of time constraints.
Yeah.
We're going to talk about this off camera.
Yes.
Either way. Guys, thank you so much for watching. Super huge thanks for Melanie for coming on to the show and doing the inaugural version of this show.
Yes, thank you for having me.
Absolutely. Either way, we will see you guys in the next sit down. Rock on!